Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Senthil, for this lovely organizational skill. And what you showed epitomizes the teamwork, the amount of SMSs we got and the amount of mails we got. It just shows that you're really a team man and you are set to really grow very big in life. If any of us wants the easy way out, just partner with him. So I'm going to talk about teamwork. And it's very close to my heart. Next slide. How do I go to the next slide? Yeah. I'm a little technologically challenged, so excuse me. I'm going to show you a movie. It's going to be a little different. I think a lot of you would have seen this movie. How do I? Can I have this movie? Okay. So while you see this movie, can I have my team members stand up? Yeah. So I don't know how many of you have come with your team, and I've come with with a very small part of my team. You know, there are, thank you, there are some cats who hunt in herds and some who hunt alone. We in Sharpside hunt in herds, you know. We all ghero everyone together. So here you're seeing a movie on how a car is made and how every part of the car is important. Every part. I mean, you may have the best engine, but if you don't have good wheels, it will not move, etc., etc. So while I was agreeing with Dr. Debashis on most points, here I totally disagree with him about how he said that it's the nucleus which is very important. I actually feel that every part is important. So this is how you can see that every part, small or big, will actually make this car perfect. This is going to take a minute. Just see it. It's very apt for my presentation. So there you have a perfect car.
Isn't it nice?
But it's made up of
when
thousands
things
and thousands of parts. And that's how you get a perfect Honda Accord. So you would have heard team ka expansion form kya hai? Together everyone achieves more. Now what we feel is achievement is not money. There are many other things that we achieve with a very good team, and money is just a byproduct. I have to tell you how I became a team player. I studied in a boarding school. It's called Mayo College. And once I remember, somebody gave us a challenge. You know, हमारे पास घंटियाँ होती थी. It was a big school, 548 acres, no mobile phones, no phones. So we had bell, a school bell which could be heard all over. And somebody just challenged me कि समीर तू आज छुट्टी declare कर दे. छुट्टी declaring was 4 bells. So me and a friend of mine, we went, and early in the morning there was a guard. हमने उस guard को overpower किया. I went and rung 4 bells. So it was declared a holiday, and everyone was shocked. How come today is a holiday? And of course, a lot of people knew about it, that we are the guys who've done it. So the school principal lined up the whole school and said the next day, because there's no way he can get the people together in the same day, and next day he says, the school will not go on till I know who's rung those 4 bells. And lo behold, we had 500 students. All 500 knew who had done it. Not a single person owned up. So we got punishment for 7 days, rigorous punishment. But he could not break into our togetherness. And that was my first lesson in teamwork. Next, I'm from the army. I have a story for that. I was posted in a place called Rajouri Punch. Any army people here? Not many. No, not a single. Wow. So I was posted in a place called Rajouri Poonch, where we used to get firing and shelling from Pakistan every day. Not every day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And one of my soldiers got injured with a ricocheted bullet. He was in a trench, and he started bleeding. And I was supposed to go and provide the medical cover. I was a young 26-year-old doctor, not knowing much, but we knew the emergency medicine. When I was walking up and trying to crawl in that bunker, in that trench, I had 4 people volunteer saying, sir, aap akele nahi jayenge. Sorry, it brings me to tears even today. The bullet will first go through us before it touches you. So that's what Indian Army is, and that's what teamwork is. Then I was in Gangaram, beautiful hospital. It has a very teamwork way of functioning. It's a trust hospital, but they have empowered a group of doctors, managers, to take all decisions for themselves, for them. Because they feel that, hum to trustees hain, we may not know the intricacies, we don't know what equipment to buy, etc., etc. So 100% of the decision is made by a team of doctor, and managers, and finance people. So, and Gangaram is a real success story. And then, of course, I'm so proud of my Lagan team. Why I say Lagan? Because I don't think we have any MBAs in our team. We have nobody who has gone to Harvard or Stanford or IIM, etc., etc. Yet I think Sharpside is having the best EBITDAs in corporate sector, and a real good story, a growth story. It's because of this team that we are venturing out to do many, many, many other things in life, because without team, really you are as good as nothing. The leader is as good as his team. So why is team important? Here I was talking about everything achieves more, right? So the team is important because it gives you a wholesome life. Life is not only about earning money. Life is not only about seeing cataracts and eyes. There's much more meaning in life. Unfortunately, most of us get restricted into a very small sphere in life. So if you want to have a wholesome life, you want to, like I have a passion for golf, and I can play golf 7 days a week. Do you think I can take out 5 hours if I'm doing it all by myself? I can't even book a Ola for myself. I have a team to do that. They think I include them for everything. They don't know I'm so incapable. That's why I bring them with me. Then you have time for your family. You have time for your friends. You have time for your passions. And of course, if you get the formula right, then sky is the limit. For a person he can only work to a certain amount, He can only work 5 hours a day, 10 hours a day. Somebody is very hardworking, he can go up to 14 hours a day, 15 hours a day. But he can only achieve a certain amount. But if you have a team, really sky is the limit, and you can really multiply your profits and your earnings if you choose to go that way. It also has a social impact, because when you're making a team, you're scaling up, you're giving so many jobs, you're making so many jobs. One point here I would like to emphasize is that most of us feel हम इसको इतनी salary दे रहे हैं, हम इसको ये कर रहे हैं. Okay, sorry, Kamal just prompted me, speak in English, there's so many South Indians here. So we feel that we are giving this salary to our colleagues. We feel we are doing this for our employees. By the way, this word employee is banned in Sharpside. We have no employee in Sharpside. So it's actually not true, because it's not that we are giving. Because from that person, you have no idea how much you are earning. And my grandfather used to tell me, and it cannot be truer, he says, in a pyramid, make sure that the bottom of the pyramid rises. The apex will automatically rise. But if you stretch the pyramid from top, it will only become an oblong structure and lose its stability. So please do always never think that you are the one who is doing everything for your colleagues. And of course, you know, when you are just a medium for generating employments, you are making change in people's lives. It really gives us a great feeling to see we have 350 people here in Sharpside. Inshallah, Khurshid, that's the word you've taught me. Where's Khurshid? He's not here. So tomorrow will be 3,500, 4,000 people. And so look at the changes that we'll make in people's lives. So what is a team? I have 6.5 minutes. A team is a group of people with different strengths and learning. Team is not a group of people with the same strength. Can you imagine an Indian cricket team with 11 bowlers or 11 batsmen? You have a mix. So please have a great mix if you want to make a team. Also join up with people who are much smarter than you. Otherwise you become the rate limiting step. Who all agree with me here? Wow. But the most common thing is you should have a common purpose. Because we should know what our targets are, we should know what our purpose in life is, our purpose of the organization is. Because if you don't know that, then God bless this team. They really don't know what they're playing for. If you don't have in a football field, you don't have a goal, what are they going to do just hitting the ball around? They must know what the goal is. Now, how do you make the best team? Everyone wants to make a team. I've seen the biggest of doctors, I've seen the biggest of people in this sphere, but they really, really struggle to make a team. How do we do it? We have to trust our team. How do we trust our team? How do you gain the trust of your team? The best way to trust your team is what?
Trust them back.
Yeah. You have to first trust them back. You have to give them 100% trust. Then the team will start trusting you. If you start doubting your team, you can never win the trust of a team. Empowerment. You have to empower your team. No point saying, okay, you do this task, just before you do it, come and ask me. They are not going to take credit, they are not going to take discredit, they are not going to learn anything from it. So we in Sharpside, when we empower our teams, we actually lose that power ourselves. Which means it's a small thing, like giving concession. Suppose we have empowered a group of 10 people or 3 people to give concessions. If me or Kamal have to give concession, can you imagine we can't give concessions in our own organization? Because the team is empowered to do it. And of course, they all should be committed to a common vision. Vision is very important. You have to tell your team where you are taking the organization and what is in store for them. In Sharpside, everyone is en route to become a stakeholder in Sharpside. Everyone, even a Safai wala. When do teams deliver best? You will be shocked to know that Kamal and me have no powers in our own organization. And we are very happy with that. We take joint decisions. So, and whatever the final decision is of the team stays. We can have Kamal and me trying to do something else. The team wants us to do something else. If they are in the majority, we go by them. And we do it happily. Then there's a lot of active communication. Ours is a very flat organization. Anybody can walk up to anybody and have their point of view. Then there are very clear roles of team members. Like bowler should know what his role is. Batsman should know his role. So we've given very clear roles to our team. And there should be a good feel factor for each other. Because if they start cutting each other and if they start, big biting and all that, the team doesn't good feel for each other. So, there has to be a good feel factor for each other. Most of the time, when there is a fault happening or there is a failure happening, you are looking for scapegoats. Oh, we didn't do well because you didn't do this or you didn't do that. You have totally destroyed a team. Remember, failure is yours and the success is the team's. So whenever you get success, make sure that it's your team who takes all the laurels. And if it's a failure, take all the blame yourself. This team will go nowhere. Sharpside has attrition rate closer to 1%. Can you imagine? In today's competitive world, when there are people poaching everyone, there are people who are offered twice salaries in Sharpside because they're very capable people now. They just don't move because we've created that environment. Sorry, I have to speak in English. People have fever and they're feeling sad. Oh, yaar, aaj fever hai, we have to stay at home. I mean, they love coming to the organization. They love coming and contributing. And like I said, they are our partners in profit and loss. You'll be shocked to know if we go into losses, our teams actually take pay cuts. And of course, if we have profit, which Sharpside never has, then we want to distribute those profits. And they are partners in our future growth. So how do you motivate your team? Of course, it's very inclusive. Then you give them rewards, you give them recognition. You have a lot of fun times together. We have 10, 15 parties every year, and you have to celebrate success. See, these are some images. We went to a point called 0 Point. It's at 14,000 feet. We took a whole marketing team there and gave them R&R, reward and recognition, right there. There, you see them. So we flew them down. So many of them had not even been on a flight. Here we have gone to Rishikesh. We do a lot of team building exercises, but it's a lot of fun. Get people together. When one of us gets married, imagine there are 350 guests from Sharpside. उसकी तो वैसी बेचारे की pocket बहुत tight हो जाती है. 350, because we have to close our centers, everyone wants to go for the shadi. We do a lot of activities together. This was an awareness talk on glaucoma. Of course, me being an army man, we took them for a camp where we did a lot of these army kind of exercises. So, like I was saying, when do team trust you back? When we involve them, so take joint decisions. You're not the smartest on this earth. Especially doctors are so myopic in their vision. You can get the best of ideas even from a lift operator. Then work on strengths and not weaknesses. So you recognize the strengths of every team player and work on their strengths, they'll do even better. Most of us will think that this person has this weakness and you want to pound them down, you give them things that they're not good at. It's a very bad way of making a team. Encourage decision making. And you saw that movie where, what was that movie? Chak De India. When that girl was trying to score the goal by themselves, she couldn't score. But at an appropriate time, she passed the ball and India won. So please pass this ball. That's what I mean by pass the ball. That please at an appropriate time, do things for the others. And this is how the teamwork becomes really solid. Because if you've done good to your team member, he will do good back to you. So teamwork makes a dream work. And I think I've run short of my time. So thank you. Yeah. 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 I just said that, ma'am, I can't book myself for Ola, so I have to bring them.
I wanted to ask you that you've got such a wonderful team, but I didn't know we are meeting here. So it's exactly at gate number 34. So it's really appreciable, and you have a wonderful team, and wish all the best for your team.
Thank you. Any more questions? Does anybody else want to know how to make a good team? We are available for consultation at 2 lakh rupees a day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Samir. I now request Dr. Arumuga Nayanar to present a memento to Dr. Samir Sud.